Hi, loves. Welcome back. We're going to get into your oracle message today. We just did the tarot portion, which revealed a lot about someone who was in deep regret over how they fumbled you, but you are too blessed to be stressed. And we are going to tap into what that blessing is. We're also going to pay attention to this black corner here because it did reveal in your last reading that when you think about this past person, there is quite a bit of reminiscing on what could have been, okay? But I don't feel like it's enough to deter you from where you're going, which is going to be this quadrant here, okay? Bottom of the deck here, we've got Akashic Records. Now, this is something that I do teach. If you're interested in learning the Akashic Records and getting certified, that is something I can help you with. So check out the description box for that. Also check out the description for how to book a personal reading and all the details about me. So we also have the dream time here. So this is double energy of your ability to manifest, of your ability to tap in, okay? This is about visualizing where it is that you're going and manifesting based upon this direct channel that you are to source energy, okay? So you have a lot of understanding of the spiritual realm, and we're going to tap into that. So let's see what the focus is. What is it that you're so blessed that you can't be stressed about? Okay, this is about your internal comfort, okay? So returning home refers to returning back to spirit, back to home base, which is earth energy, okay? So this is about your overall day-to-day well-being. In the past here, yeah, you understand that things just keep pushing. Okay, so this is the medicine wheel, which is what we're doing here. I also have a video with a walkthrough of this spread, so that will also be in the description box, okay? But basically, this is just saying that everything will move forward, whether you're stuck on a certain spoke of the wheel or not, it will continue going, okay? So this is a lesson that you have learned. You have learned that time may not heal all wounds, but time will teach you how to move on, okay? So right here, we have again this nod to your wonderful connection to spirit, okay? So wisdom, gratitude, this is ultimate ancestral knowledge, and this here is ancestral knowledge. You are so tapped in, okay, and you know this. You are not questioning that this is where you belong. You're not questioning that you're in the right direction, okay? So let's see your spirit team message here. I'm telling you, change. A lot of change is coming for you. You know that you are on this path and you're going for the gold. You are not going to stop and wait for instructions. You're not going to stop and ask for directions. You're not going to stop and ask for anyone's opinion. Okay? This is you knowing without a shadow of a doubt exactly where you're headed, and it's amazing. Okay, your future here. Wow. Wow. This is absolutely crazy. So we have this whirling rainbow. This is such a powerful card about serving the next 7 generations, okay? So what it is that you are doing now, what you do today, benefits people for generations to come. Okay, let's tap in. I cannot wait for this. But it all comes back to the center of the wheel here, which is your ability to move forward without being stressed. I mean, literally, the too blessed to be stressed vibe is top notch here. Okay, so let's go back to the center here and see what else is in the center of your energy right now. What do we have to say about this returning home? That's too many. I've dropped all the cards. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so, we have plenty here. We have the authentic self, right? Not trying to please anybody. We're not asking for directions. We're not asking for opinions. And I'm telling you, wandering between realms, this is Akashic Records as well. This is insane. Okay, you are so connected to spirit. It's absolutely unreal. And we have Garden of Venus, and we've got the Winter's dream, gestation period with rest and renewal. I'm telling you, you're too well rested to be stressed. You are taking your time day in and day out to make sure that your energy is right for whatever this is that you are building. This is giving spiritual business. This is giving helping other people to see their worth, coaching, something like that, to where, yeah, you're just simply not questioning yourself here. You may feel like you're starting from the beginning, okay, and that's okay. Now, here in the past, when we're moving on and moving forward, yeah, we're diving straight in, okay? So you have seen some depths here. You have seen a lot of emotional turmoil. You have seen a lot of loss. You have seen a lot, okay? There's a lot of depth to you. And I feel that sometimes you may feel that this is something that is a detriment, okay? Thinking back upon the past, thinking about things that you have lost, but it actually adds so much depth to everything else that you have to offer. There's this element here of this deep level of understanding that you're able to give to other people. You can just simply say the words, I understand, and that person is receiving that from you so wholeheartedly. It's like that changes their whole world, because they can feel, we've got the sacred spiral, and deep dive. Like, you have seen so many layers to what this world can give to someone, right? It's giving like the cards were dealt and I decided to play my hand anyways. Yeah, Sky Bridge here. You're just jumping. I'm seeing almost like this being an obstacle course, and you're just like boom, 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 like just easy. You guys remember the old McDonald's commercials where the Ronald McDonald would like jump around? I don't know. That's what I'm seeing, okay? It's like you're defying all of the odds as you go through this because of your connection to spirit. It's because you rely on your spirit team so heavily, and they will not let you fall. And even if you were to fall, you would be on a harness, okay? And that is opening up so many opportunities for you. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, you're opening up to this brand new way of being through being well rested and unbothered. Okay. So that could get some people's panties in a bunch, okay, because you are so unbothered. But I'm hearing let them, okay? Let them. Also, let them see. Like, what could be the harm in people seeing how blessed you are? Okay, like, it's giving, show them what you've got. Like, I'm seeing social media for sure, like just being like, yeah, it's 1 p.m. and I'm at the gym. What about it? I still made X amount of money today, right? Like, it's, I mean, this is prosperous. I'm telling you, sky dancers too, you're surrendering to this change because you know that the world needs it. You know that this change is going to instill a new beginning globally, worldwide. And to confirm that, we have the power of community. I mean, seriously, this is like the mushrooms, right? I forget what they call them, mycelium or something like that. I mean, it's like this community of organisms that thrive, okay? So there could be a part of you right now that feels almost like you're at the bottom of the forest. You're like, I'm at the very bottom, the baseline, but what you don't realize is you're like food for the fairies, right? You're like providing so much nutrients for the forest as a whole. Okay, so it's like, even though you might feel like you're down here and you want to be at the top of the trees, they're saying have some patience here because the fairies are coming down here to meet you. And we see that here with so many different cards that support that. It's in your meditation, it's in your third eye, right? We've got sky dancers there, which is more of kind of like this fairy here, and the wheel again, it's like there is nothing that's going to stop you. I'm getting this is like the top of the hill, and you have already done this, okay? You have already pushed the wheel off the top of the mountain, and it's already going. There's no stopping this wheel, okay? You've done it already. You've already sent it. It's like you've sent the intention to spirit, and spirit is like, okay, we heard you, we're sending in the fairies, we're going to find out where this is going to land, and we're going to make sure that every single step along the way there's no stones in your path. Okay, this is giving like there is no end, there is no stopping all of this. What's the only thing that is going to stop is whatever blocks out your light. Okay, you see how the light is on the other side of this door? If there is anything that dampens your light, it's getting shut. Okay, you're not on this side of the door, you're on that other side over there. So yeah, I'm telling you, you're climbing right through this gate. You're just like, yep, I'm going to take a step this way, and that has pushed this wheel down the hill, and there's just no coming back, and it's in the best way. Okay, let's continue on here. Because these gates that you have opened is your new beginning that you have always been destined for. And it's destined for the whole planet as a whole, because what you provide is so valuable. Valuable, right as I say that. Prosperity comes to you easily, okay? It's, I just heard it's like not even a thing. It's not even a thing. It's like, oh, there's another notification of another client or another deposit. Okay, we've got clarity here, another sphere. We've got spirals, wheels, and spheres all over this read. And again, it's because of what you've gone through. You've seen the depths in such clear insight, and you managed to look at it from a perspective of growth, and you're being rewarded for that here. Okay, with financial health, I mean, this is absolutely a promise. This is a promise from Spirit. You're going to be so fulfilled. If you're not already, I feel that some of you are already feeling this. Okay? Life purpose. That's why, because this is what you are here to do. 12:12 on the clock as I looked up. This is exactly what it is that you are here to do. And this is a 2-1. Okay, so 1s and 2s are significant for you, but yeah, this opportunity that is, I just heard falling in your lap, that just fell in your lap. It is your life's purpose, and it's going to bring so many more opportunities beyond your wildest dreams, and career falls out. This, I mean, no wonder in your love reading you were so disinterested in what this other person wanted with you, okay? Because there's the love, but I feel like this is a self-love situation, and you're looking for that new. Yeah, because you're manifesting all of this. Like, girl, you are busy, all right? So you could be really connected to animals here. I'm getting that with this forest card as well. I mean, you're just very supported by all beings, okay? And I'm also being guided to, I refer to this a lot, but you know, in like Chronicles of Narnia, and I know that there's other movies too, like Avatar and Fern Gully, where there's like this war going on, right? And the forest is at stake, okay? And the people are like starting to get disheartened by what they're up against. And then the forest comes alive, or Aslan goes and revives all of the people who are frozen, right? And it's like the real war begins because the good guys have the backing of fate. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. I'm telling you, it's something about how you rest, how well you are able to keep your energy so balanced. Okay, we've got the swan there, and the swan is also on the bottom of this deck here. So swans are significant, which is about grace and moving through life with a sense of ease. Okay, even when they crash down onto the water, somehow they still make it look easy. And I'm getting that here with what you've been through. Like, you made that look easy. Dig deep. Are you kidding? With deep diver here too, I'm telling you, the things that you have been through were not an accident. 1441 on the clock when I looked up. So, and this is 2410. So 2s and 4s are definitely significant here. but you dove in to this beautiful healing journey, and you're not going back. Like, this isn't giving like I have to crawl my way out of hell. This is giving I crawled out of hell, so mess with me. That's what this is giving. I've seen it, I've done it, I've been there before, and I'm not doing it again. That's what I'm hearing. I am here to collect my $300 because I passed go. That's what I'm hearing. You're like, if you want to give me anything, give me that check. Okay. And Spirit's like, finally, there she is. There she is, like coming out of the woodwork with a roar. Okay. So remember to stay humble and kind when you take in all of this prosperity here, okay? It's like you're literally going to have to humble yourself with all of the amazing energy that is here for you. Wow. Right there with financial health, it's literally like, don't forget to be humble as you get all of this stuff going, right? And so we've got here, guard the inner child. We've got more animals on here as well. The rabbits are about being like a prey animal, right? So they tend to manifest predators because of how glitchy they are. So the inner child could have a little bit of that still lingering, where there's that bit of anxiety of, what if it's not lasting? Okay, so think of like Ostera and spring and Easter. Okay, the rabbits are about quick moving energy, like stuff getting off the ground quickly. And so there could be this fear here of like, okay, but what if I have these big bumps in income and then it drops back down, right? There's like this unsteady type energy, but they're saying not to worry about that because that's your inner child, okay? And this comes right after the rites of passage. So it's like this opportunity for change is not an accident, okay? So again, you're listening to yourself and you're listening to your spirit team. The birds are about spirit team messages. I'm just hearing you are not going to fail, okay? Stay authentic to yourself here. Listen to your guides and don't limit yourself based upon those little fears, okay? They are little, they're small fears. And remember who you are here. Reclaim your soul skin. So reclaim that authentic version of you before you were hurt, before you went through all of this junk, okay? So make sure that you comment if this is resonating. We're going to go around one more time and see what deck I want. Also, if you're interested in a personal, that is all going to be in this description box below. It's just email me. It's also in the bio of the channel. Also, all of the zodiac signs have their own playlist on this channel, and there's a playlist which is where your love reading is that we just got finished with. And I'm telling you now, I cannot blame you for not being focused on love right now. This is too much. This is too important, okay? The mirror, okay. So the smoky mirror is about ego. So we did already say stay humble. Okay. The smoky mirror, though, is, what do I want to say? It's kind of like the way you deep dive with people. Again, going into this whole idea that when you're with people one-on-one and you just have to say something like, I understand. That is literally all that you have to say, because you don't have to explain the fact that you have gone deep into this shadow work, these dark night of the soul, this soul's journey here. You don't have to explain that or over explain it. People just simply know by looking at you. Like, yeah, that person's seeing some stuff. Okay. So yeah, there's no need to explain or to over explain. And I think this goes here. Okay. Wow, the number synchronicities are really crazy here too. 2552. Wow, the sun. 53, right as I was talking about that. Okay, so the sun is about happiness, I mean, honestly, this is, and you see the power here. Again, I was drawn to say something about like crawling through hell. And I literally feel like because you dove deep into this clarity bucket, okay, you dove in to the dark night of the soul and you crawled out to be like looking down in the well. This is giving like I walked through the fire and now I have a bucket of water and now I'm going to reach down and see who's there. Who do I need to help through this? Okay. So this is giving shadow work. This is also something that I offer. I will put details in the description box. That's a brand new course that's going to be coming out for spooky season. All right. So stay tuned for that. We have magic here at the bottom of the deck. Oh my gosh. You are literally made of magic. This is wild. Okay. So getting into your mindset here where spirit's just simply not going to let you fail on whatever it is you're creating. Yeah, the lower world, I'm telling you, this could literally be shadow work. This could be something that you do, something that you teach, because this is coming out with your life purpose and your financial goals and where it is that you're headed. There's no reason you would be headed to the lower world if it wasn't to help those who are already there. We've already seen this. For those of you who are just hopping on, we've seen that you're on the forest floor here wishing that you could be on the top of the trees, but there's a reason why you are here. There's a reason why you are at the level of which you are, and that's because your goal is to stay close to the ground so that those who are on their way up have a hand to grab. Okay, this is crazy. And right as all of this quote unquote rapture stuff is hitting the world by storm, like this is giving, I'm here to extend my hand. Please don't go down that way. I've been there. I've seen it. I've seen how deep this well goes. Please take my hand and come with me to the forest floor. I mean, you're helping so many people with just simply being who you are, and it's going to lead you down a path of absolute abundance here. I mean, but I'm also getting that the prosperity part, the fact that this is going to lead to material gain, it's not even the important part. And, you know, you might have to get to a certain point of prosperity to realize I do this because I want to, right? That's the $1,000,000 question, is if you have the millions, if you've already, you know, done the work, you've already worked for the man, you've already participated in the 3D, and now you have the millions, you've got the land, you've got the cars, you've got the purses, you've got the closet. What do you do? And it's this. It's helping people. Gathering. I'm telling you. You are gathering resources for the less fortunate. That might resonate with someone here. Okay? Like this is giving spiritual retreat for women who have gone through, you know, the big A word. I don't know if I can say it on here, but you know, domestic A word. Okay. Or feeding the homeless or giving a community a new hobby because you have the studio, right? Like a lot of us have this dream is if I had all of the money in the world, I would be buying land so that I can help a community. That is just simply the collective dream. And I feel strongly that you have already began. You've already pushed the wheel off of the tower, off of the mountain, and it is just rolling its way through all these obstacles to get you exactly where you want to be. Wild. Okay, so you're trusting your intuition at this time. It's very important that you work with your own cycles. The moon is about cycles and retreat, right? So again, with the retreat, you could be focused on opening something like that. But what I'm getting strongly is back here, where we talked about returning home to the self, and also the inner child is coming through again too. Some of you could be working with children or focused on how to help, again, the next couple of generations, right? But there's something to be cut out. So that's almost why I'm leaning towards this is the inner child, because we talked about those fears, right? So there could be fears that the inner child has about this not being sustainable. And spirit's like, listen, Linda, look at those eyes. It's like, Can we cut that out, please? Could you please stop? But also, this is your all-seeing eye, okay? I mean, you're seeing through so many things. I mean, you're seeing through the 3D, you're seeing through the corporate America, you're seeing past all of that. Those are the ones that are cutting the trees down. I am focused on planting trees. We are not the same. Does that make sense? Your cycle that you are continuing right now, your legacy and your legendary experience on planet Earth is going to negate the material 3D reality of what people know or think they know is normal. Therefore, you're going to have these crazy fears because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, but it does. Okay, here's the ancient ones here to say you need to teach the people now what we know to be true. Okay, and that leads me straight back to this card. This card I love to talk about more than anything else on the planet because it talks about the fifth world of peace and it talks about the rainbow warriors. Okay, they will wear beads in their hair and colors on their skin, and they will make the world green again. They will consult the ancient ones, they will consult the native people of where they live, and they will look for ways to get back to basics when it comes to living with the earth and planting trees instead of cutting them down. This is insanely, insanely important that you do this because you're gathering information on how to, go about this journey. There's that owl again. Go through this journey in a way that cuts through what the 3D material world thinks is normal. It's not normal because the soul journey and planting trees, I mean, this is just Fern Gully. This is very much Fern Gully. And you're it. You're the main attraction here. I mean, I think that, isn't that interesting that I had animals already? We've already seen animals. That's crazy. Okay, so the forest is on your side. Some of you guys might be very called to Fern Gully. Let's get the animal deck and see what's up. If you guys are on live and this is resonating, please drop a like and a comment. If this resonates, let me know how it resonates or let me know what it is that you're building because this could be so many things. Okay, victory. I'm telling you, Spirit is not going to allow you to fail. It's just simply not going to happen. You are going to have so much prosperity in this because it's fulfilling. That's what I'm getting. It's because it fills your heart and soul as well as your pocketbook. I am getting that this is going to be very resourceful is what I heard. Like it's going to give you a bank account. Okay. Yeah, but all in all, it's because you're following your instinct. It's because you instinctively know that this is what you should do. And this being the fox, this is about strategy. You know, foxes don't jump up and pounce unless they know for a fact that they're going to get that mouse or that rabbit, which we've seen over there. So you could be cutting through these fears with just sheer instinct, and that's something to be celebrated here, okay? I mean, the ability that you have, and there's memory, it just flipped right out really close to the other elephant. So some of you could be really, really called to elephants and be looking up a lot of details when it comes to elephants and what they represent. A lot of it is about remembering and memories. Okay, so you don't forget where you came from, you don't forget the depths of which you have experienced, but you look at it differently now. You look at it as there's power here, you know, because I'm seeing the elephant like stomping as it walks. Okay, it's sure-footed. That's what I'm getting. It's like you are the matriarch, you're the leader of the pack here. Very feminine energy I'm getting, okay? But yeah, the sure-footedness, and this is coming out right after we already talked about this card here, which was about you jumping from one stone to the other without failing, without faltering, without tripping. Okay. Yeah, it's going to feel like you are doing something wrong. We've got this disguise card here with the chameleon and another spiral. Okay, so that's the situation, is you've come up from this spiral and you are over here looking down at that deep well that you just came out of, and you're like, wow, I can't unsee that, right? So now you have chameleon eyes and you've got the owl's eyes who can see 365 degrees around. You can't unsee what you have seen in the dark. And that means that you're going to do everything that you can to ensure that your kids and their kids and their kids do not have to go through the depths that you are, or you have. You know, this is giving generational curse breaker. I mean, really, I'm telling you, because you are defensive of the next several generations. You're defensive because of what you have experienced, perhaps from childhood, with the child here several times, because we saw inner child over there as well. You're not going to allow another generation to go through what you are going through or have gone through. So many of you are going through this now, okay? But really rest assured that this is this will not fail, okay? Spirit is literally here saying, we will not let you fail. Balance. I'm telling you, this is crazy. It just keeps coming right back and back and back to the same concept, which is this. It's like you're sitting on a rock at the top of the world just because, not to see from a different perspective, not to get yourself out of some sort of a rut. You're just simply there to be present. And there's a Black Elk quote that perfectly describes this, and I wish that I could remember it. I think I've put it somewhere on the channel because I refer to it so often, but it's the one where he says that I looked out and what I saw was everything moving together as one being, and then realizing that you're there too. So you are also part of this big one being, right? And we've got this yin and yang here. I mean, the way that you see the world and the way that you feel a part of the world, right? It's giving, I know why I'm here and I know what I'm going to do about it. Adaptation. Right as I said that, you know what you're going to do about it. You're going to look silly. You're going to look like you don't know what you're talking about. You're going to look like you're off the deep end because it makes no sense to the 3D, to the material, to, you know what, the devils of this world. Okay, they're over here like, but do you have a retirement plan? Okay, but what are you going to do if this happens? Okay, and they are feeding these fears of your inner child. They're like, do you have this in place? Do you have that in place? Do you have that in place? And you're over here like, no, I'm just one with the universe. Of course, that doesn't make sense to the unnatural, the quote unquote normal people on this planet, but you have the abilities that they do not have. Okay, so don't let people feed your fears. Okay, they're going to ask about contracts, what's actually written in stone. Okay, written in stone, that brings me back here. Written in stone. Okay, and what that is Akashic records. What that is magic. That's what that actually represents. So when people say, is it written in stone? Do you have the contracts? Do you have this set up for life indefinitely with somebody signing their name on a contract? But they're actually saying, without knowing it, is that they're referring actually to the Akashic records. It is already written. Yes, it's written because it's in my story, because it's in my soul, because this is my soul's blueprint. Okay, I don't need proof because the proof is in the pudding. Just watch me grow. That's what I'm getting, is step aside and watch me. That's what I'm getting from you. You're like, why don't you move around? Get out of my freaking way. I know where I'm going. I know where I've been. Not interested in that unless I'm reaching my hand down into that well to see who needs help. So if you don't mind, you can back up. And we have this jackalope. The rabbits keep coming through. Believe in the impossible. And we've got grow here. And these are about the dream time, which we have also seen already. So unlimited vision. You see, this is all stemming from this person's third eye. Your power comes from your third eye. That's just simple and plain. Okay, so you're going to grow with this disguise on, because the normal, quote unquote, the muggles, okay, the muggles don't see the spiral. They don't see the depths of which you've crawled out of. They don't see the growth of when you were in your darkest place. What they see now is that you look like this crazy magical being, and you're trying to create something that doesn't make sense to them. So when this happens, be kind to them. Okay, that's what I'm getting from all of this here, because we've seen that already. I'm telling you though, you're not going to falter on this energy. You simply are not going to lose faith here, because it is so sacred. This is sacred work that you are doing. Hold tight to this vision and be kind to people once you've figured out this secret, because you are unlocking something so powerful and so innately ancient that, you know, I would love to know what this is. If you guys are here and could tell me, you know, for me, it's like I want to have a little general store out on an old country road somewhere in a small town and offer retreats there. Okay, so the peace and the joy, the rainbows, the butterflies. I love it when the cards are just like rainbows, butterflies. But that's what this is giving. This is giving 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, ultimate fulfillment. You're at peace with the present moment, and in that present moment, you find joy. There's no price for that. Okay? You're going to have rewards, but you're not going to care. Okay? You're not going to care about the money. And to me, that tells me that it's going to be a lot of money. It's going to be a lot of money because you simply don't care. And look at this. There was one card left behind at the bottom of the deck on my shelf, and it's the owl with the wisdom card. It is because you trusted in the unseen. It's because you trusted in the wisdom behind your eyes. It's because of that third eye magic that you carry with you. And you see the moon cycles here. Your intuition speaks so much louder than the noise of the world. So you're going to create from the ground up this beautiful spider web, and I'm telling you, it's like every single thing that you need. These are resources. All of these resources that you need are just simply going to gravitate to you with so little effort. You see how all of this stuff is outside the web? I've never noticed this before, but all of these resources here are outside of the web, and it's just being called into her, and yeah, her. Okay, some of you, most of you may be female, but you know, spiders to me are feminine. But yeah, it's within reach, but not in her web. So again, it's like you're at the bottom of the woods thinking, I don't have what I need because I'm not at the top. I'm not at the top of the tree. But Spirit is saying the resources are down there. The nutrients is down there. Just enjoy your time down there, because we will give you what you need. And we need you to be able to reach all the resources, which happen to be down here. Oh, wherever it was. Happens to be down here. And yeah, you're setting your intentions, and I'm telling you that wheel has been pushed off the hill. It's going at such a pace already. I don't think you realize how fast this is already going. A lot of this, the plan is already in motion. Maybe some of you, I know when I first decided this is my mission, I got a sketchbook and watercolors, and I did a little drawing of my future farm. Okay, so some of you may want to do that. Don't forget to check the playlist, you guys. Every zodiac sign has a playlist in here, and book a personal reading with me, because these are really, really amazing when it's one-on-one. I mean, it just blows me away every time. This one is blowing me away, but okay, also we've got this tidy house here. So to get things organized, especially if you guys are business planning, just get those details in order. Okay, so whether you need to create a new social media account so that your friends and family don't sit here and feed into your, I just heard illusions, the illusions of needing proper documentation, and that you get to decide what that looks like for you. Okay, because yeah, there is a lot to be done in terms of maybe you need to create an LLC. Maybe you need to create a new social media account that's simply with your business name. Maybe you still need your business name, right? And this is something that I do too with my spiritual online business coaching. So I take your vision like this and I blow it up, and then we do this stuff together. Okay, so if you have a business idea, oh, and 117 is my number too. So just a little shout out to me, apparently, because they're just here to tell me I'm on the right track. Okay, so yes, I love doing this. This is my zone right here. All right, so if you're interested in that, check the description as well. Check the playlist. Please do like the video. It really helps me out. As you guys can see, it's a really small following at this point. So please click some buttons for me. I'm going to go do the recap of this for shorts, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for being here. Bye.